Okay, so yesterday I went to ETUDE house and finally got my Rose Bomb palette. So I've been eyeing this palette since it came out, and I think I actually already have it coming in Tester Korea. So this is actually my second palette, but I couldn't wait until I go back home, so I bought another one. The one I bought on Tester Korea, I might probably end up selling it or giving it to someone as a gift, but we'll see. Anyways, I'm so happy I got my Rose Bomb palette. So right now I have my base makeup done. I have my cushion foundation where I use the Verite, what is this? Verite Crystal Cover Cushion in the shade 21. And then I have done my shading and then my nose shading, and that's all I have on right now. So today I was very excited to show you the colors for this Rose Bomb palette. Alright, so if you've seen the palette online, you'll notice that it's actually the colors I really love using. Hence the name Rose Bomb. So it has a lot of reds and pinks and a lot of glitters. So here it is. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to swatch them one by one on my arm. And then I'm going to pick the colors for today and then do my eye makeup with it. Okay. So the first one is this one right here. And it's called Lilac Rose. It's a very light, toned down purple pink. You can barely see it, but it's right here. It's a really light color for like the base, the full lid. It does have a bit of purple in it. But I mean, I think you can kind of think of it as like a toned down indie pink. Okay. The next color, I'm just gonna go down. So this one is called Fantasy Rose. And this one looks like it's a brown base color with the brown and pink glitter. It's the second one right here. You can't really see the glitter in the video, but I'll try to post the swatches on my Instagram as a picture under lighting so you can see all the glitter stuff. I really like this color. It's got really tiny pink glitter specks. Alright, let's go back on down to this third one right here, which is called Rose Purple. So once again, this does have a bit of a purple color to it. And it is a little darker than the very first one. I think this one does look a little more purple than pink. Maybe more on the magenta side, which is right here. It does look a little more like reddish on screen on the video because I'm under yellow light right now. But to me, what it looks like is it looks like more of a, what do you call it? Like a magenta pink. It doesn't look that purple, but it doesn't look like a pure pink color. Okay, let's go up to the second column. This one right here is called Icing Rose. As you can see, it's got a lot of pink and white. I think it might be a multicolor chrome. We'll see. Let me use a different finger because now I have colors all mixed up. I don't know if you can see, but it's really sparkly and it's more of a shimmer than glitter. Ooh, this is definitely a underlid makeup, like right over here on your tear line. You can't, there's definitely some opal glitter, some pink glitter. I see white glitter, but the base color itself is a really light pink. Then let's do this one right here, which is called Antique Rose. I think this color is actually the most rose in this palette. It does give you more of like a dusty brownish rose. Ooh. It does have a very slight shimmer to it, but it's not too noticeable or in your face. But it's this one right here. It's got very tiny shimmer particles. Very tiny. Right, the 6th shade right here is called Petal Pink. This is very pink, like how you would imagine a pink flower petal. Oh yeah, this is definitely pink. Right here. I have a different palette with me right now, which is the eyeshadow palette in the color shades of pink. And their pink right here kind of reminds me of this pink that I just swatched. Okay. 3rd column. This middle one is called Vanilla Cream Rose. I think this is a really good color for the base of your eye. So like an all over lid kind of color. Because it is more of a skin tone cream color. This one once again does have a little bit of a shimmer to it as well. But you can barely see it. It's right over here. You cannot see it against my skin. Yes, it is very skin tone. Let's go to the very middle one right here, which is called the Aura Rose Pink. This one, once again, is a little more shimmery. It's definitely not a matte tone. And it doesn't have much of a base color, just a lot of pink shimmer. So I layered it 3 times, but you can still only see the shimmer color. Okay, it's really hot in here, and I'm starting to sweat, but let's go on with it. The bottom middle is called Garden Brown. So this, I believe, is really good for like creating your crease, or you can use it as eyeliner because it is a more of a brown, like neutral color. But it does have a slight like rosy red undertint to it. Right here. Yeah. Right here. Yeah. As I start going up my arm, it's starting to kind of twist and swerve. I'll try my best to show you all the colors, but once again, the colors will be posted on Instagram under better lighting for better color purposes. Okay, this one is again another marbled glitter color. It's called Crystal Rose Gold. This one is more of a beige, white, and pink marble compared to the other one, just more just pink and white. Ooh. Okay, so this one, once again, doesn't have much of a base color to it. Not a lot of pigmentation, but a lot of glitter. Oh, you've definitely got to see this under lighting, shimmering and sparkling everywhere. This is amazing. All right, let's get through with the colors really fast so that I could do my makeup. So the next one is this one. It's called Spangle Red. So this one is more of a reddish color than a pink. Big specks of red glitter. And when I say big, I mean big. Like this one has no base color. It's 0 color. And just red sparkles. Yeah, you cannot see it here. It's like when you have you played with glitter glue before? Like those glue with a lot of like bigger glitter pieces in them. This is what it feels like when you get red glitter glue and you spread it all around like the surface and you let it dry. So the glue is clear, the glitter is red, and that's why it's called red glitter glue. And that is what I'm seeing. Like when you rub glitter glue all over your skin. I don't know if you've ever done that. I have when I was little, but that's definitely what it looks like. All right. let's move on to this bottom one right here. This is Burn Rose Brown. So this is a darker brown than the other brown I showed, than this one right here. So these two down here are brown colors. Little darker brown, but it does still have like that reddish rose hue to it. Ooh, this is very red, dark brown, dark red, dark brown. It's right here. It does have a very red hue to it. Okay, last column, the last three. This one right here is called Rose Beige. I think this one, once again, is a really good color for the lid. Actually, no, it's actually pretty dark. I would use this as a point color, like around my crease area. All right, and then we have this one right here, which is called Fresh Rose Red. This one I see no shimmer. I think this is one of the matte colors. And I'm going to make sure I have no shimmer on my fingers, because I've been using my fingers to swatch. Alright. This is a very dark red color. Oh, so it's not pure red. But when you swatch it, what it looks like is, what do you call this? It's definitely not pure red, like fire engine red. It's more of a red pink, or like a pinkish red. Yeah, I'll call it a pinkish red because it does have more of a magenta, dark magenta kind of a color rather than like a pure red. So here we are at the last color, and it's called Vintage Red. This does not look red to me. It looks more brown. Oh! Oh! That's pretty! Okay, I take it back when I said it looked more brown. It does still have a brownish hue to it. It's definitely got a shimmer. Oh, this is such a pretty color! Oh my god! I think that's actually one of my favorite colors. Oh wow. Okay. Enough of that. Alright, now that I've done all the swatches of all 15 colors of this Rose Bomb palette, I'm going to use this palette to do my eye makeup. I turned the fan on because it was getting a little hot and I was getting a little sweaty, and I don't want my base makeup to run down. So excuse the sound of the fan. It's not a super loud fan, but I know you can still kind of hear it. But yeah. So today for my eye makeup, I'm going to use this palette. Just this palette and nothing else. Okay. So the first color I'm going to use is this middle one right here. It was called Vanilla Cream Rose. I'm going to use that for my entire eyelid. So what I'm doing is I'm using a very skin tone color for my eyelid, and that kind of helps to kind of get rid of the oiliness on my eyelid and kind of work as a base. That way, when I finish my eye makeup later on, it doesn't crease or it doesn't clump. So I'm going to make sure to get it thoroughly on there. And because it doesn't have much color, you can actually layer it on a lot until you feel like there's no more like oiliness on your lid. Okay. And so for my crease area right here, from my lash line to my crease line, I'm going to use, which one should I use? I need to look at color combinations and figure out which colors I want to use. Okay, today I'm going to do there's so many combinations you can do. Okay. For the crease line, what I'm going to use is this darker brown right here. This is the Burn Rose Brown. I'm going to take the tip of my finger and then just use it as a brush. I usually just use my fingers as my brush for eyeshadow because I figured it does blend in a lot better. And the pigmentation actually sticks a lot better than when you're using a brush. But the main problem of using your fingers is that sometimes the colors tend to kind of mix. Because when you're using the same finger, even if you are wiping your finger after every color, it kind of mixes. And I think that's really nice because I like blending in my colors. But sometimes if you want really bright colors, I think it is better to use a brush. Okay, so for the point color, I'm going to use... Today I'm feeling a little more purplish than pure pink, so I'm going to use this one right here, which is called Rose Purple. So as you can see, it is a little more purple. Ooh. So one of the reasons why I love ETUDE's eyeshadows is it's super pigmented, like super pigmented. The lighting's so bad here. Oh. But this is the only place where I have a mirror and a fan together in a hot weather, so bear with me in the colors. I'll make sure to post it all as a picture on Instagram after this video. I like layering my colors a lot. Even with the same color, I sometimes layer it like 3 times, sometimes even 4 times, depending on how dark the color is and how dark I want the color. And today, I really wanted to stand out, so I'm layering on a 3rd layer of rose purple. Alright, now what's left is kind of on top of my crease line. As you can see, if I open my eyes, you can't really see much color. So I'm going to use this pink right here, which is called Petal Pink, and kind of color in that space between my crease line, like where the purple and my brows. Not completely up to my brows, but just a little bit more so you can actually see the color. Like before, when I used to do this style of makeup, my mom used to be like, why are you wearing so much pink or like so much color? Your shadow looks so dark. And now my mom just goes, oh, that's a really nice color. Yeah, I think she's gotten used to my makeup style now. Alright. Now I need to go and do my underlid. So I'm going to use this color right here, which is Icing Rose. I'm going to line my tear line. I'm going to use my pinky because my pinky is a little smaller. And kind of get as close as I can to my eye, to my lash line. And kind of color it in. I really like sparkles. So I like it when it's glittery and shimmery on my under eye. So once again, I will layer it on like 3 to 4 times until I get the shimmer I want. Okay, and then for the outer corner of my eye, I'm going to use the same color I used as my point color and kind of connect it down my eye. I'm going to use the same rose purple. This color and continue it down. I'm kind of like dragging the color of my upper lid down to my lower lid, so that way it has a sense of connectivity. And I know I said I'm only going to use this palette for my eye makeup. I did realize, however, that it doesn't have like big glitter, big opal glitter. There's a big red glitter, but I don't think I'm going to use that one because it's too much red right now. So I'm going to put this palette away and use this one. This is the Be by Vanilla something super bling glitter in the color WH01. This is a liquid eyeshadow. I'm just going to dab it on the very center of my under eye for that added glam. Alright, now that's done. I'm going to go back to my palette. And what I'm going to do is add some shimmer on top of my eyes. When I'm adding shimmer on top of eyeshadow, I don't want to use something that has really bright colors because I don't want it to cover up what I have already. So I'm going to use one that barely has color. I'll just use the same one I used under here. So it's the Icing Rose. This color right here. I'm going to use that carefully on the top of my eye. This time I'm not rubbing it in because that kind of erases or rubs off what I already have. I'm going to dab the glitter on my eye. Alright, that's it for my eye makeup today with my new palette, Rose Bomb. This palette is a little pricey compared to other Etude House makeup stuff, but I'm telling you, it's worth it. It's so worth it. There's 15 colors on it. You can combine them however you want. Amazing. Yeah, I'm going to finish with my makeup, take a bit of pictures, post the video and the pictures on Instagram. So I'll see you soon. Bye!